Hello everyone, I'm Glen, Guyton, your Cultural Competency Navigator, and thank you so much for joining me for this short video. We're going to talk a little bit about the one thing that I've learned that really is key as you practice diversity, equity, and inclusion in your workplace, in your organization. So the number one lesson that I want to share with you is you have to tie your diversity, equity, and inclusion goals to your overall goals as an organization. That's it. That's the one simple thing that many organizations don't do or don't do effectively. You have your corporate, your organizational statements, your mission, your vision statements, you have your core values, and then you have diversity, equity, and inclusion. Many companies, many organizations that aren't successful in changing the culture to a more diverse and a more inclusive culture, they put diversity, equity, inclusion in this little box, right? They make this little diversity box. They create a little diversity office. They house it somewhere way back in the organization. The person that is running the diversity, equity, and inclusion office doesn't really have any power. They don't sit on the executive cabinet. They are not a part of the central leadership. They have no decision-making authority. And so nothing happens. Nothing changes. If you want to be effective in managing diverse teams, to grow an organization where inclusion is part of the DNA, your diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts have to be tied. They have to be connected to your organizational goals. Who do you say you are as an organization? And how does that relate to diversity, equity, and inclusion? What products do you sell? What do your clients look like? Your customer base. What do your suppliers look like? Who's in the room when you are making decisions? All these things are so important in creating an inclusive, diverse, and equitable culture in your organization. So you can't separate the two. You can't be diverse and it not be a part of the institutional DNA. That's the one thing you have to remember. This work has to be part of the core identity of your organization. And if it's not, we'll just say, hey, we're not going to waste the time. We're not going to waste the money. We're going to be exclusive because we can afford to do that as an organization. Maybe you can afford to do that, but that has not worked for me leading a number of organizations. You have to take these things to heart and connect your diversity, equity, inclusion values to the core values of who you are as an organization. Thank you so much for joining me today for this short video. And if you need additional help or additional resources for leading an increasingly diverse workforce, don't hesitate to reach out and check out Leadership Diversified, the proven method to help you navigate, communicate, and collaborate with your increasingly diverse workforce. Thank you so much for joining me today.